Hi everyone, it's Lena here, and please forgive me, I have a bit of a cold, so my voice sounds a little stuffed up, but we're going to go ahead here and show you how to open your template for use in Lightkey in your Mac at school. So what we'll do is don't worry about opening Lightkey yet. Just go to the folder where your template is stored in the OneDrive. And so this template, everyone uses the same one at the beginning. And yeah, so you just go ahead and download that. And this panel will open up on your screen and you save it as, and you put your name and student number. So you put your student number right where it says student number, you put your name where it says name, Lena, and you can mark in your assigned artist if you know who you're designing the lighting for the festival, and anything else you need to put in there. And very important, make sure it saves on your hard drive. So I can see here I've got my hard drive plugged in. It's showing in the list of drives on the side of the Finder here, Kingston, and this is where I want to save it. So I'm going to click Save, and then when I open the file, it will just automatically open in Lightkey for me. So that makes it a little easier. And something to keep in mind, you may get some updates, warnings that may come up. If you need to update it, go ahead. If it doesn't want to update, that's fine. It'll still work. You don't need to worry too much about it, I don't think. And so yeah, basically here we are in Lightkey. And if you want to start with playing some music for designing some of your lights here, some of your lighting, sorry, I would just go ahead and you could open up, if you have something ready, like a backdrop video going in Final Cut, or if you have just some music, some tracks, you can just play it right in your music player in the computer, or you could play music on the browser, pretty much any program. You just have it running. It'll sit in the background behind the Lightkey screen, and you can hear it. So I'll just put something on and then let that go in the back. So this would be like a backdrop video playing. And when you're designing in here, the music would just keep playing. And to get in the tempo of the music, you can go to this live tab. There's two tabs. There's design and live. And in this live tab on the far left, right here, this metronome little window. And what you can do is just listen to the tempo of the music that's playing, and you tap in this area here on the left. So I'm going to count and thinking 1 and 2 and 3. No. 1 and 2 and... Oh, it's pretty fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Tap, 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 right? So then you just use your mouse and you tap in this little screen here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to send the lights into that tempo. So you could also do it in half. There's a divide by 2. And yeah, essentially it'll be half the speed of what the music is playing at. And yeah, I'll show you that again, just to see. So I'm going to play the music and go back to Lightkey. And yeah, I'm going to go half the speed this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, it'll just run all of your lights to that tempo. So with this piece of music, for example, I would have the lighting while playing or on. And then as the song gets to the more intense part, which comes up pretty soon, I'm going to just double it, times it by 2. It'll times the speed by 2. So just wait here, and here it is right now. So I've made the lights twice as fast. I still want them faster, so I'm gonna do it again. And there we go. So yeah, it just goes to the tempo of whatever you program it to do. It's pretty neat. Yep, and that's how you change the speed of the lights and to the tempo of the music. And in Lightkey, there's other ways to do this also, but I think for now this is the best route for us because we may be listening from different programs. Some of you may be using like the Apple Music player, or some might be streaming from the browser, for example, some music from anything online. We're all kind of coming from different places, maybe a backdrop video like I showed here. And that's how you can get to the tempo. And I wanted to show you just a couple other things as well. I showed you the template and the timing of the lights, and also, just a couple tips. I've got something to share about using the mouse and navigating around Lightkey is if your right button on your mouse with the right click isn't showing up with this little window that you can see that I have, it's important for accessing the drop-down menus on a Mac in general. So if you're not getting anything from your right click, you need to go up to the settings in the little apple at the top left of the screen. And this is just outside of Lightkey or anything. You could just be on your desktop, doesn't matter. This stuff doesn't matter. I'll just close it, so get it out of the way. And so you just go to the top left of your screen and hit the apple and then system settings. And in here, this little window, you can search for the mouse button. And there's your secondary click. Click right side, make sure that's checked off, and you'll be able to tell right away if it's working or not, because you will have your right click drop down menu available. Make sure that you have this on for using Final Cut or any of the other software in a Mac. It's super handy. So yeah, back in Lightkey, you can see how the right click works. These little drop down arrows on the folders, you use the drop down arrow to open the folder, and then you right click on the contents inside, which is the presets. There you go. And then you have the drop down folder with a drop down menu inside it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the next video. We're going to talk about making these presets, which you can see on the right hand side.